What's up, Steve? Figure it out. What was wrong? Gotcha. That'll do it. Are you home today, I'm assuming? Good morning, AP. We all in today for cushion? Nah, I think I'm gonna go down. That's why I'm determining on how much. Probably gonna do 3. Can't hear me? Should be able to hear me. You got me muted? Guess the doctors was good? Gotcha. Good morning, Tamimi. Good morning, Dom Dom. Ooh, it's still hot. I think we're gonna go with 3. A win with 3 should still give me 220 or 213 after commissions. Should give me some cushion. And I'm putting my stop loss at 46 because that would be 700. So if for some reason we lose, I know that I can do the full amount the next day to get it back. That's the idea at this point. It'll just really suck. Like if I put it out, it fakes out, comes down, stops me out, and then it would have worked. Because that's what we fear. But the odds are if it's gonna work right away. So big move up on Amazon and Facebook earnings, but then we got the move back down sort of from Apple earnings, and then I have no idea what the news was at 8:30. What was the news at 8:30 that was this big drop? 8:30 average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. So apparently that brought everything down, even though, well, the forecast on the non-farm employment change was way lower, and it looks like it actually went up. They thought it was going to go way down. It actually went way up. Or not way up, but it went up. They also thought the average hourly earnings was going to go down, but it actually went up. Which, I mean, these are all in green, though, so they're making it seem like these were good things. But obviously, the market did not take it that way. All right, we got about 1 minute. What does 15 look like? Okay, that's like next to nothing almost. I try not to be involved with the breakouts, but like right now we're kind of in a weird spot. I honestly would much rather push back down. Because look at all this to the left. You got all this support, which tried to turn into resistance. So it's like, where is it going to stop? I think it's just you, Steve. I think you just have me down. Really don't want to go long. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What just happened? I just got latency filled, and I just got stopped out. So it says I got filled down here. I mean, I guess it's my own fault. This is exactly what I was talking about. I have no idea. Sometimes it does that. I think it's just because it's selected. Look, and it would have worked. Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. This is so frustrating. I literally am outthinking myself. I do it every time. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I just don't understand what even happened. I mean, it looks like there was latency, and then it came back, and I was filled and stopped out all at once. All right, I'm going back to watch it. It looks like no matter what I did, It looks like no matter what I did, I was pretty screwed anyway. Because it literally, even after it filled me, it did come back down to where my order would have been. So I would have got filled there, and then it jumped right back up anyway. So it was just in like a range there. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, I honestly shouldn't have traded. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just used today as one of my flip days because I really didn't like the way it was setting up. Why is this over here? That's pretty frustrating. I'm also very annoyed that Twitch just randomly started sending me emails about like all these random people that are live. Like, I'm a little confused. Whatever, I'm just unsubscribed. Hopefully that'll stop it. I mean, my theory was right. It just decided to try to shoot up a little bit first. No stop loss would have worked, but you're obviously risking blowing the account that way. But now we got to go come back on Monday and go full blown again. That's very frustrating. I mean, the only thing I could have done, I guess, was risk like using the bottom of the candle and the top of the candle. But had I used the top of the candle here, I would have got smoked if I went long. It's so annoying. Very, very frustrating. I wonder if I can even trade again. Let me see. Because I have a lot. I'm pretty sure it's saying I can. I thought I put a limit on the account to where I could only lose 700. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, it says it's there. So the odds are if it let me in the trade, it would immediately take me out. Steve, your volume has to, is it on YouTube? Is everybody else hear me normally? I didn't change anything on my end, so. It's so frustrating. It would have worked without a stop loss too, like in hindsight. I guess I just gotta not put my order that close. I gotta give it that little bit of wiggle room, I guess. So what did I do? I have no idea. Is the sound on your computer itself down? Like when you play something else, like music or something like that, is all that normal? I swear, man, the more and more I even think about it, the more and more I know somehow this just isn't gonna work. I swear my life, man, it like just a giant fucking tease. Kavan, what's up, man? Hey, no problem. I feel like that's like my most popular video, and I feel like that's why YouTube doesn't push people who trade futures to my live stream and stuff like that, is because my most popular videos are still stock trading videos. So people probably see that I'm trading futures, but they're trading stocks, and they're like, what? It's such a shitty situation. Other YouTube also super low. So it's clearly something to do with YouTube. Go to your, right click on your volume settings and go to open volume mixer. Is it just YouTube or is it the browser as a whole? Like if you open up like Spotify and play music in the browser, is that fine? Like is it just YouTube? Dude, I just like I was at payout, right? And now this happened, but I didn't have the cushion. So now I'm $700 less on the drawdown. So now I only have $1,800 to draw down, not $2,500. And all I can see is like getting a slight fake out, trying the 10 contracts on Monday and blowing the account. Like I don't know, man. I have such, I don't like to believe in luck, but I swear, like if today would have just worked, we would have had a cushion. We would have had $2,900 to play with as far as drawdown. We wouldn't have been trading 10 contracts again until we got the payout. Like just if today works, everything changes. But today didn't work because it's just a giant fucking tease. It's just a giant tease, man. I'm gonna go into Monday with a clear head, but all I can think about is how somehow it's just not gonna work, because that's just how my life always seems to happen. It just never works for me. Like once I get a little bit confident, life steps in. It's like, nah, you're an idiot. Throughout your whole life, when you try to be happy, you try to act like things are going right, you try to just be on the right path. And then it's like always something happens to just be like, no, fuck you. You finally feel like you're ahead, and then nope, fuck you. That's just how my entire life's been. It's always something happening. Just feel like somebody's literally like just stepping on my head all the time. Then like I just got to pay out here, but obviously I have to keep going, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize my foot wasn't pressing down hard enough." Like all today I had to do is just work. But instead, it fakes us out. I have a stop loss in, and then it ends up working just to shove it in her face, and then it's just. You need a stop loss to stop risking out completely? What do you mean? If I didn't have a stop loss today, the trade would have worked. The only reason I put a stop loss on the account today was because I was at payout, and I didn't want to lose the account being at payout. So the idea is I stopped out at $700 because that's what I was making on the 10 contract trades. So that now Monday I have to come back and do the 10 contract trade again to get back to where I was. Wow, got that whole move back from this morning. I kind of want to give myself like $300 wiggle room here, because if it gets to the bands, that would be a trade I would take anyway. But it looks like it's not going to. I haven't used a stop loss. If I would have used a stop loss at any point to get to that point, I wouldn't be where I am anyway. The stop loss always seems to, but I don't disagree with having the stop loss this time. It just sucks that it just sucks that it couldn't have just worked today. Like that's all I was at. Like today I woke up like, come on, please just work today. Like be an easy trade. It would literally have made next week so easy. It would have made it so easy because I wouldn't have had to risk pretty much anything. You know, Monet, I try not to. I really do. I try not to, but it's so hard sometimes. No, I know. I get it. In hindsight, it would have worked. I get that. But it could have just kept going up. I get that. That's not really my point. My point is it could have just worked. Like today could have just been one of the easy days. If today was an easy day, it made the rest of the process easy. But because today didn't work, now I have to sweat Monday's trade. And then we're back to today again for Tuesday's trade if Monday's trades work. I mean, in theory, I guess I don't need to go the full 10 contracts on Monday to get back to payout. In theory, I need to do normal trades Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if I can get to payout between those days, I should be fine. But if for some, like if I do what I did today, like I'm going to probably go 5 contracts. If I, like just thinking ahead, I'm probably going to do 5 contracts. If that doesn't work and I lose 700 again, which my stop loss is going to be even closer, right? 5 contracts, my stop loss is only 28 ticks. So I'm going to be going for 15. So I'm going to have to put my order at a breaking point, not like I did today, because the whipsaw action got me today. Well, no, James, the thought process was if I lost 700, that's what I was making daily with the 10 contracts. So I could get it all back in one trade. So lose one trade, win one trade, because it's such a high win rate strat. Now, had I went long here, I probably would have went long up here. So I don't think I would have got filled. But had I went short where I probably should have, which was the break of this, I would have been fine. I tried to play the in-between, and the latency at the open just got me. And it's not like I can go to them and complain about it, because they're going to be like, oh, well, that's what the open does. No, long game is just get the payout. That's all I'm looking for. Getting that first payout is all I'm looking for. Once I get the first payout, I really just feel like everything would be so much easier. This isn't the first time I've been in this situation where I've been to payout. I just got to get to the actual payout. So if I can get above that $2,600 mark by next Wednesday, I'm good. So in theory, I don't need to risk too much. Like if I just do 5 contracts, 15 ticks, that's 355. So I don't even really need to do 15 ticks. I could probably just do 12, because I'm pretty sure that would put me right above 300. So I would just need to work twice. So frustrating. Is there any other news today? It says 10 o'clock, there's consumer sentiment. Could try to trade that. No, I'm not gonna let it get to me, because I wouldn't even be thinking about it. Oh, we can't trade that anyway, right? Because it's news. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. It's a pretty good push right into the red to green, though. Nice rejection. See how my options are doing. They're not doing great. Ooh, what happened there? Good morning, Zishan. Yeah, but see, the scalping is what I haven't been doing well with the scalping. That's kind of why I went back to this trade, because the scalping wasn't really working. If anything, the trade where I look for the break of the candle after the big move is the trade I should go back to. That's the one that worked the most, and I have an obvious stop on it each time as well. Like that was the only one that I actually liked. The scalping up and down, man, it's like it gets you a lot. Loves to fake you out. No, it was at the bell. I put a stop loss in, and the data latency just straight I was in and out before I even knew what was going on. I put the stop loss in so that I wouldn't lose the account at this point. And the reason I put it at $700 is because that's what I was making daily at the open with the 10 contract trade. But unfortunately, I put it too close to where the open was, looking for I was trying to front run the bottom here. That's what I was doing. I was expecting if it got a push down, it might bounce there, so I wanted to beat that. I wanted to be before that possible fake out. But it came down, filled me, and then popped back up, and my stop was just too close. So now we just have to recollect ourselves and come back in Monday and figure out what we're going to do. I'm probably going to do 5 contracts, 12 ticks. That's my initial thought process. So much to do today. I feel like doing any of it. Up or down what? Yeah, I mean, you don't really need that big of a move, but it has been a little janky, like choppy. Oh, I have no idea where we're going overall, man. I don't try to guess that stuff. There's that 10 o'clock news. Yeah, Zishan, the morning trade didn't work. Trying to reset so I can come back Monday. Need to try not to think about it, because all it's making me want to do is find a way to make it back. And that usually doesn't end well. Yeah, Zishan, I went on a little rant earlier just saying how if today would have just worked, everything moving forward would have been easy. It would have been a easy path to payout. But of course, my life does not allow for such a thing. There's no such thing as easy. I mean, there was no error. It's just sometimes there's so much volume coming in that it causes a latency thing. But if you slow it down, you'll see that even after it started going through, it came down to where it would have filled me anyway, and then popped back up and stopped me out. So even without it, even without the latency error, I still would have lost on the trade. I mean, I should have. I tried to doubt that something like that would happen today all morning, and I mean, I've, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure some people understand, but it's like, I've been dealing with this kind of crap my whole life, so it's like I feel like I've grown so used to it. Like the minute you think you're onto something and something might be actually going your way for once, it always finds a way to make you feel like you're an idiot. Anybody got any good plans for the weekend? Oh man, Zishan, that sucks. That's way worse than me losing the opening trade this morning. I'm sorry to hear that. That word, man, adversity. It's something that we all have to deal with at some point, but man, oh man, when it feels like you're dealing with it every single day, it's a struggle. You're going to Arizona? Oh yeah, you told me that. And then it's like I bought all those puts yesterday, and if today was just a simple up day in the market, they all probably would have expired worthless without any kind of an issue. But now everything is pretty much down on the day. So Carnival, CCL is down, Wayfair is down, A-Firm's down, which I got some in all of those. A-Firm's the only one that's not really that close. I have them at 37. They're up at 39. But they dropped down into the 37s this morning, but they popped back up. CCL, they had a big down at the open. They're trying to find support at 1620. Wayfair, on the other hand, I'm at 49, and that thing dropped all the way to 48. What was this? 48, almost 48, like 48.10-ish or something like that. But they pop back up. I could always roll it, but I'm trying to see what it'll do throughout the morning here. If it can pop back up above 50, I'll feel okay. But if it starts to come back down towards 48, like 50, I'm probably going to have to roll it. Yeah, that sucks, man. And you're just basically playing middleman with that, essentially, if I read that scenario right. Just basically organizing and collecting. Yeah. Literally everything on my current positions list is red. Oh, look at this. On the right side, I have all my positions like with options and stuff, and it's all red. Ugh. Yeah, I remember you said it was 250K. That sucks, man. Like I said, that's way worse than me losing the open. You would have got that deal. I would have just asked you to give me 2K and be done with it. I know Alpine doesn't use stops. Let's see how he did. Yeah, it worked for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accounts that he copy traded. Oh, payout approval. Interesting. Yeah, usually he says it's like the next day. Or that day. That would be my luck too. They crack down on the shit right when I finally get to a payout. Yay, finally do a payout, doing exactly what everyone else has been doing to get payouts. And then, nope, no, we're cracking down on that now. Sorry. Now that's the kind of shit that I would laugh at. That's kind of what happened with CMEG. When I was an affiliate with CMEG, I started making pretty good money with that. And then they were like, oh yeah, the SEC shut us down with US customers. We can't do it. We can't do the affiliation stuff anymore. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. It's always something, man. It's always something. I'm always wondering what is gonna hit me next. What punch am I gonna have to roll off of? Banging the floor. You know me. I like banging the floor. Is Nutty not streaming today? Need to go through and unsubscribe to a lot of people. Yeah, I saw Alpine was. I already checked on him. I was just checking in on him. I don't really watch him while I'm live. The only time I ever watch him really is when I get all my stuff done and I have some time in the afternoon. Yeah. I mean, that's essentially what I do too. I just click in to see if they're up or down and then move on. Some of these people I'm subscribed to, I don't really ever see them even posting. Some of them, they post too much. Yeah, whatever happened to this Tory Trades girl? I feel like I haven't seen her posting stuff for a while. She just disappeared. And she hasn't posted since December. Probably blew her account. She was probably making so much from her courses and YouTube and stuff, though. You just got, you can do on the little sidebar, you can click through them all that way and hit unsubscribe. That's what I'm doing. It's like 3 clicks. Yeah, she got big enough to where she started selling courses. It's probably, it might be what she's still doing and why she hasn't been posting. Right when I thought we were actually heading higher, which I was hoping we were, faked out at the red to green again. how I said it. Oh, but if today would have worked, but I put a stop loss in, I couldn't. Well, like I'm still close to the now. You don't have to trade every day. Well, like they have, if everyone, because everyone would just take these accounts and they would try to get, and then they. Literally, if they would have could have done, but now we have to sweat. Like, well, I asked you last week. Asked me to put it off. You're the day before. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I went. Yeah, I was talking about that Tory Trades girl who like blasted onto the scene and did all of those like shows and interviews and stuff, and now she hasn't posted for months. So far, Wayfair is making a decent recovery. I'd love to see it get back above 50. So Monday, we're going to do 5 contracts, and we're going to make sure we don't get that close to where the price currently is. It just sucks. I should have just not traded today, to be honest. I just didn't want to get faked out at the lows, and I didn't want to get faked out at the highs, which I don't really know where I would have put my order. I probably would have put it above here. So probably wouldn't have got filled. And if I did put it at the lows, it would have worked. But after all that, it would have took 2 minutes to get there. So I probably would have canceled my order. I don't know. I did 3 today. I was trying to coast. If we would have got 15 contracts with 3, or 15 ticks with 3 contracts, we would have got, it was like $250 or something like that. And it would have gave us some more cushion. But, of course, it's not what happened. What do you mean all in? I did the same trade I've been doing. I just put a stop loss in so that way I couldn't blow the account. I just wish it would have worked today, man. It would have made everything so much easier. Now I gotta dread it working Monday and Tuesday. I mean, I could just do 10 contracts and risk it all on Monday. Or I can split it and do 5 contracts Monday and Tuesday. Of course, we're not getting that push. Well, the thought process was if we lose 700, the reason I put a stop loss in for 700 is because that's what we've been making on the trade to begin with. That's just dumb. So dumb. All I had to do was work just once. Very frustrating. Well, no, it's not necessarily 700 a day. It's just the $700 is what I was making with the 10 contracts. That's all. Got a nice bounce on Wayfair, so that's good. Got to see if we can actually hold up for the rest of the day. It's definitely following the market a bit, so if the market stays up, this should stay up. What's up, Knives? Good morning. Yeah, we just needed one more today, and of course it didn't happen. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to let that happen. Although if I, in hindsight, if I wouldn't have used the stop loss, the trade would have worked. Well, it wasn't all or nothing. I was at payout, so I thought I'd get smart and make sure that I can't blow the account. But had I not used the stop loss, the trade would have worked. Yeah, but I can't make a few bucks unless I get to payout, so we'll see how it goes next week. Yeah, it's definitely hard to make work long term. There's no doubt about that. No one would trade this on a real account. You'd be pretty silly to trade this on a real account. It doesn't make sense. I would never trade this on a real account. All my real trading is what I'm doing with options right now. It has nothing to do with this. This is all just a bonus. This is trying to find a way to make money with the prop firms. That's it. And if I can get this payout, I can reinvest and get more accounts and hopefully do it again. But I feel like I already know the end of the story, and I'm just living it at this point. Well, Zishan, eventually I was going to do that anyway, but I need to get a payout first. I don't need to get a payout, but I want a payout so that I can essentially have it fund itself. I'm tired. I'm tired of not having a payout. I don't really care how I get it at this point. Yeah, Knives. I mean, that's really what it is. But the thing is, if I would have just YOLO'd just like every other day today, it would have worked. I just didn't. Because I was trying to protect the account and where it was, and it ended up screwing me, which is very frustrating. But we'll come back Monday and see what happens. And hopefully on Monday it works. And then on Tuesday it works. And then we're essentially at payout. Because I was at payout. I was at the payout number. So I didn't want to be at the payout number and then risk the entire account. I figured if I did lose, I mean, in hindsight, yeah, it would have worked. But what if in hindsight it would have kept going against me and I would have lost the account, right? It just sucks because if today worked, we would have been able to kind of coast into the payout. But now we have to fight our way back through adversity. Yeah, but the system was to get to payout. At some point, the system will fail and you're going to lose the account. So if you get to payout, you should try to protect that payout, which is what I was trying to do. Yeah, but I haven't got a payout yet, so like that's the point, is to just get this first payout, and then I wouldn't care after that. That's kind of the whole point. Yeah, I did know that, but the whole point was to get the payout and then try to protect the payout and get the payout, not get to payout and then continue to risk the account. I did that on my very first account ever with futures, and I blew the account. Granted, I shouldn't have, but I did. The payout would just be $2,000. You mean the lack of risk management? If I wouldn't have used the stop loss on my very first account, I would have gotten a payout from that account. If I wouldn't have used the stop loss today, the trade would have worked. So as bad as that sounds, the risk management is what has been the downfall of these accounts. But I want to get that payout. So if I have to struggle through hitting a stop loss, even though it would have worked, to save the account, and then it ends up working and I get the payout, I don't care. Moving forward, there will be no stop losses. But until that happens, there had to be a stop loss this time. I wasn't going to get to this point and then blow the account. I wasn't going to do it. Even though it would have worked, I wasn't doing it. Well, I know that no risk management is not proper trading. It's not proper trading if you are not trading a prop account. A prop account is the only time you should ever think of not worrying about risk management. It's the only time it even makes sense. What's up, Wrongbow? It's was that you yesterday and the day before doing the bullshit with me, Alpine, and Nutty? But to answer your question, it's 52,600. How are they trading? Like, are they trading directional or are they scalping? Didn't we already discuss that ICT is not good? Like, somebody back tested ICT and it's kind of crappy. First time here for a while? Gotcha. You always find your way in here on days that I lose. Yeah, I mean, they're all they're all trading systems. I guess it's just how you implement it. You can find edge in it. No, I agree, Knives. Zishan, I have a feeling that you're not trading it the way that they do. A sneaking suspicion. I explained to you to a T what I considered the for science trade. And you'd say you were in some trades, and I'd be like, I don't think that's what I said. Yeah, Knives, that's 100% right. And that's kind of what I did with this opening trade. I really should have just not taken the trade today. I didn't like it either way. And I just tried to force it because I knew that it would be... I should have just went with less contracts. I mean, it is what it is at this point. I mean, the opening trade is definitely an edge. It's just a matter of finding the right way to take advantage of it. Some of the science trades worked. I mean, it works a lot. You just have to have a stop where there's an obvious place to stop, but it works a lot from what I've seen. They love to come down and just test levels and pop it right back up. It's definitely a scalping strategy, though. It's definitely not like try to get the bounce all the way. Like it's not like a range based trade. It's definitely more of a pop below, they pop it back up, and then they decide, all right, do we want to continue or are we going to stay in the range for now? But it's like you get that pop back in up to that previous candle at least pretty much all the time. I'm just curious what 10 ticks looks like at the moment. I'll do it way down here. Yeah, it's like nothing. Now, if I was a betting man, we'd probably be bouncing off of this red to green. Let's find out. Or green to red in this case. I'm just looking left at these two candles here. It was resistance. Now, if it goes through this, might get a pretty big drop. Oh, it went through. That's why I don't play those. Wrongbow. Did somebody hack your account? I'm so ready for your Friday night live stream. Is it? No, yeah. When I get the payout, like Froggo said. It's been coming in usually the 8th or the 9th. So the 8th, what is it? The 9th is Friday. So if I get paid on the 9th, we could do it then. I'll probably do it the week after though, just so that like we have a week to promote it / know exactly when it's going to be. I know Wrongbow usually isn't nice, so it's very confusing. Usually he's beating me down while I'm down. But Wrongbow, thank you. If you're trying to turn over a new leaf or something, and that was your one of the first steps, then thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully Monday and Tuesday go well. I'm trying to stay positive. If Monday and Tuesday go well, everything will be fine. But we need Monday and Tuesday to work. And now that's the only other thing that stinks is I lost some drawdown today as well. Because it can't, once I got above 52.6, it stops at 50,100, but it's still at 50,100. So I don't have 2,500 now. I only have 2123, or actually 2023, because it's 100 over. Maybe Wrongbow being nice was at the sacrifice of my account. If that's the case, I'll take it. I'll sacrifice my account to make Wrongbow turn that corner. Well, not right now. I'm still going to try to pass it, but if that's what it takes, I'd be willing. So my weekend, tomorrow morning, 7:10 in the morning, my son has his final indoor soccer game. My dad needs my help putting up some drywall. He's redoing one of the rooms in his basement. We are redoing our formal dining room. We're actually turning it into a mud room. I actually pulled off all the paneling, etc. yesterday, and I sanded it. I hand sanded it. I had my electric sander, but I didn't get it. I used one of them little sanding blocks. I got it to the point where I could then wipe it all off, and then I plastered on top of everywhere that needed plaster, filled in all the holes. So today I'm planning on sanding all that with the electric sander, going back over it with plaster if I need to, and then sanding again tomorrow if I have to. But then I also have to tape off. We're going to be painting the top half a different color than the bottom half. So I need to tape that off for the wife. She's going to apparently paint the top half while I do the rest. And then we got to put together this, like, it's called, like, what does she call it? Bed and batten and I don't, it's called some weird interior designer thing. Let me find it. It's, yeah, basically my weekend is full of chores. And this is all on top of all the other stuff. Let me find the picture. I remember she said what it was right above the picture. Gotta find it. Did I already pass it? I feel like it wasn't this far. I feel like I already passed. Oh, maybe not. Just hire someone? To hire someone for something like this, though, I have all the stuff to do it. And it's really not like that hard. It's just tedious stuff. Here it is. Board and batten is what it's called. So it's like a thick board on top and then a bunch of skinny boards like every like 3 feet or so. So yeah, that's my weekend. Well, Zishan, not everyone has money or a cash register to just open to pay somebody, you know? Oh yeah, you know what? I saw all those Pro Bowl skills things were yesterday, right? I didn't get a chance to watch any of them. Yeah, like they got dodgeball. They got all of them. Let's see. Let's see. Precision passing, closest to the pin. Is golf? That doesn't have anything to do with football. Best catch. High stakes. What is that? Oh, the one where they catch the punts. Snapshots. Looks like that's for snappers. And dodgeball. Interesting. He said, let me get right. Well, that ball went right, all right. I am. Okay. He plays some golf in his free time. Jeez. Oh, that was a good shot. Too far, though. He's golfing in bare feet. Wow, that was a good shot. Oh, that was funny. Oh, dude. Oh, these Cowboys, man, they know how to golf apparently. He's he said he was doing his little intro. He said Kyle Hamilton, Tiger Woods' cousin. That's funny. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, just too far. That was a good shot though. Can you imagine he hold this? Oh, he flubbed it. Oh, that first shot was so good though. Uh Oh, that would have been sick. Oh, he should have caught that. He had it. He just dropped it. He dropped it again? Oh, I thought he had that. He dropped it again. He can't blame it on the passes. They were right in there. That would have been such a cool catch, especially if he did it on the first try, but he dropped it all 3 times. We golf was fun. Oh. Oh, yeah. Later, man. I'll see you Monday. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here soon too. I'm gonna try to do some work. Oh. Ah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. There's somebody here picking up some furniture I forgot about. I will see you guys Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, until Monday, let's hope everything works out. Peace.